Hey, Schlubs, we got a review of Minions today, which is the Despicable Me spinoff. So this movie, it takes place a couple decades before the Minions meet Gru, and it's just about how they are trying to find like the best bad guy to follow in the world. And it's just a series of adventures of Bob, Kevin, and Stuart. Yeah, Stuart. Something.
And then they switch over to time period 1968, I think.
Yeah.
And then
so they could have one Beatles reference in 1968. Yeah, that's why they did it.
Mm-hmm. But
so I don't know. Do we think that the Minions were able to sustain an entire movie on their own?
For about maybe the first 10 minutes,
it
was really like it's kind of funny, and then you really lose interest really quick. Mm-hmm. I found myself a lot of time during this movie really just making noises. It's just like I'm just like it just kept dragging on and on. It was just the same stuff over and over. And it's just it's just frustrating. Like I just
like after the first 10 minutes, it was funny and clever because they just kept getting like throughout the evolutionary ladder, like the next best step in evolution as the big boss, and then once it got to humans and it started to actually follow like a narrative, I thought it just kind of fell apart at that point.
Yeah, the first it was probably about 10 minutes, 15 minutes were narrated too. And that made things a lot better. Because the Minion's voice just makes you want to kill yourself by the end of that movie.
You think that you're like, oh no, but he's so funny in Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2.
Yeah, but that's because you hear about 5 minutes of them talking, not 100 or an hour and 40 minutes of them talking the entire time, and you're just like, oh my god, stop, please stop. I don't want to hear it anymore.
It just, I don't know, just the gibberish just got really on your nerves.
Terrible. So what did you guys think of Scarlet
Overkill.
Scarlet Overkill, the villain that was garbage, in my opinion. She was just stupid.
Yeah, so she's the world's greatest villain. The plot of the movie is the Minions are going to Villain Con to try and find the world's greatest villain, and Scarlet Overkill, who's voiced by Sandra Bullock, is the world's greatest villain, and so they become her minions, and they try and steal the Queen's crown. And I really don't remember what happened, like for that solid 20-minute chunk of the movie, because
Bob
Scarlet
became king because he pulled the sword that made him the
he pulled the sword out of the stone for King Arthur.
Yeah, and then Scarlet gets pissed because they did what she told them to get the crown. They got the crown.
Yeah,
but she was pissed because they got the crown with turning into king at the same time.
And you know what scene just really pissed me off when she's got like her stupid robot dress on.
Yeah, and that was the dumbest gadget of all time.
Her husband was like who's voiced by John Hamm, who's annoying as shit.
He was.
She's like having him pull the little corset to make it tighter. Her waist is already this thin.
Yeah, it's like tighter.
And I don't know why I wanted to just throw the popcorn in.
Like, something makes
sense. Because people were laughing below us, and it was like, God, that's so stupid.
Yeah. I don't get why that's still a thing in animation either, because it's been criticized so much that animation makes women feel inferior because of these figures and everything, but they still do it. And it's like a lot of other stuff is like revolutionizing, and they are not at all.
Yeah, they just stopped.
And Gru is a very, I don't know, he's a
fat man. Yeah.
It's funny.
He is a piece of garbage in human form.
He is. And then what do you think about Sandra Bullock's performance?
A lot.
Her voice was okay for it, but the dialogue she was given and the actual characterization of Scarlet was
her whole character gave nothing to the story at all. It was dumb. There's parts where I just got pissed when she'd come back. In the story, she would just show up again. You're just get out of here, okay? Jeez, no one cares. Yeah. Just be done. Just stop. I don't care.
And her husband, the stupid, what was his name, Flob or something? And he was like, I have a mask on, and my name is Bob, and Blurb.
And then my name's Herb. Blurb. I don't know any Blurbs. I don't know Blurb. Idiots.
Oh, yeah, it was Herb and Blurb.
Herb and Blurb.
God.
And then I was wondering who Michael Keaton was playing. I think they really wasted their voice in this movie. I don't think Sandra did a good job. I don't think John Hamm did a good job. And then I was like, who's Michael Keaton? He's the family that...
Really?
He's the dad in the family that they met for 2 minutes.
See, I didn't even know
he cheered every once in a while.
Villain Con. And then he had a cheer. It was how much money did Michael Keaton get for that little time?
Yeah, that's a real waste.
It was.
You could have got somebody completely negligible to do that voice.
Yeah, they really wasted their voice talents completely.
At what point did you guys get sick of the banana / yellow jokes?
After they were on the
first one?
Yeah, right on the canoe. Yeah, that was the only funny one.
Yeah, no, that one was funny. But they also showed that one in the trailer, too.
They showed the whole first act in the trailer.
Yeah, they showed the entire, like, narrated part in the trailer with the T-Rex and everything. And that would have been really funny to see without having seen it before.
It was.
That's what's really sad about it, is the funniest, like, that is the funniest part of the whole movie, was what you saw in the trailer. And there's nothing more after that. The whole rest of the plot, which is the whole movie, which is, like, freaking 80 minutes of just stuff you don't care about.
Yeah.
And it's just, it was really hard to watch.
Speaking of the humor, what worked for us? Was there jokes or segments that were charming? I thought Bob as the character, he was... is he in the first two Despicable Me? I honestly don't remember
him. There's
with the
two
Minions.
I think Bob was.
Was he?
I think so.
I think he's really cute.
Yeah. They're all cute.
They're cute, yeah.
That's the biggest thing they got from this movie. So
I didn't really like Kevin's character. The Minion, because they kind of treated him as like the leader of this group of three that goes out to find Boss, but then he doesn't really do anything. But then, like, towards the end, he's still like, this guy did it all. Like, Kevin did nothing.
Yeah.
He absolutely did nothing throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
And that just kind of upset me. I was like, why?
I want to see a movie, because this was my main question as I was sitting in the movie. If they're following the greatest villains in history, like, why didn't they follow Hitler? I want to see a serious drama of, like, the Holocaust with minions and, like, them following Hitler's orders.
This is terrible. Putting them into the gas chambers.
That'd be great. We would have laughed. That'd be funny.
We would be some of the only people that laughed at that.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder: are we like old grandpas? Because are we just angry men now? Because a lot of people in the theater were really laughing, and
I think it's because of like almost like a nostalgia fact of Despicable Me. Like, well, they were really funny in this, and they were really funny in this. So this movie's funny.
Yeah.
But that's not how things work.
Yeah, and the first two movies were actually good. Like, they were funny. I liked them a lot. They were really good. And this was just... It just wasn't. So I just can't like it.
And I think that shows you that you need Gru and you need the daughters. Because, like, they are propelling the plot. And then you cut to the Minions when you need a good joke. And the Minions just... Like we were talking earlier, Groot couldn't have his own movie. The same as
doesn't mean he's not an awesome character in his role as a supporting character.
They just can't sustain a whole story by himself. I don't think,
and that's fine.
Minions.
And because most of what the Minions are like slapstick, so you ended up with almost like a Three Stooges movie half the time of like this guy hits this guy with something and he falls and tumbles into a T-Rex. Like, okay, like that's funny for a scene, but if I have a whole movie of that, it just doesn't work.
Especially when you can't understand them.
Yeah, if you could have like a 30-minute short film, it would have probably been really funny and really good.
Yeah.
An hour and 40 minutes just don't work.
No, it didn't at all.
And a lot of the jokes that they had in this whole Minions movie, they just
weren't even
jokes. I don't think they weren't even as close like to the humor they had in the first two.
No, not at all.
Like, they were really funny parts that they had in the first two movies. Like, them running around with like this axes with the fire and stuff. That's just funny. And I don't know, like
they were,
and them chasing after ice cream trucks, like stupid little things like that.
Yeah, like really little segments, not the entire story. You just can't.
That's too much.
It would have been even actually really good, now that I think about it, if they put like the 10-minute narrated part and then just had them meeting Gru at the end and did that as like a little short film, like maybe 15 minutes of them getting narrated and them meeting Gru after they like kill the T-Rex and all that stuff.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
That would have been good.
I would have liked that a lot more.
And I wouldn't have to spend like $10 to go see it.
And as is, I give Minions a C-. I thought it was very disappointing. I was looking forward to it because I liked the first two Despicable Me's a lot. But this, I'm looking forward to Despicable Me 3 because hopefully
brings it back a little bit.
Yeah, Gru will be in there, I'm sure.
Gru and the daughters will be
the little, that's another thing I really missed a lot.
The little daughters.
They were funny.
Yeah,
they were really good. But I would, it just seemed really long and dragged on, and the jokes just didn't really hit a lot of the times, or they were just repeated, so they just weren't as funny. I would probably give it a C- also. Yeah, probably C-. So I would wait, if anything, it's a movie for your kids to get them to be quiet for a second. That's about it. But it's going to be hard for parents or anyone to actually just watch it. It's kind of hard.
I would give it D plus. Yeah, probably a D plus. I just really didn't like it.
Understandable.
They didn't land, and the Minions just aren't good enough characters to hold their own movie.
I think we hate comedy, is what it sounds like. We didn't like
But I don't hate comedy.
Just this year, it just hasn't really come out as much.
Yeah, the last 2 movies we've reviewed have been comedies, and we gave them both D pluses.
Yeah. Go see Inside Out.
Yeah. Go see Inside Out.
Those ones have much funnier parts in it, and it's not even a complete comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just,
Alright guys, well if you like this video and want to see others like it, subscribe below. Let us know what you guys think of the movie. I wouldn't suggest seeing it in theaters, but you guys can let us know in the comments if you do what you guys thought, and we'll see you guys later.
Schlub it up.